I extracted this video from a VHS tape in my attic. It was labeled 2024 simulation. It seems like it was from Bernie Sanders' perspective, which is weird, but you know, we didn't know that much back then. So it might be a little inaccurate, but here, let's see. I will be starting this election, as all Democrats have for the last 30,000 years, and I will be taking Texas. And the first thing that I will be doing on my race for the presidency is I will be giving a speech in Texas about how I, Bernie Sanders, oppose the economy.
Oppose the economy.
And of course, I will be following that up with a speech about how I will be finishing the wall.
So I'm gonna oppose stronger law enforcement because I don't want to get arrested. If we get stronger law enforcement, they'll use it against me, which is unfair.
Donnie, I agree. It's unfair and it's undemocratic.
It's undemocratic. Even my opponent Bernie agrees. Can I hold a fundraiser? Because I need. Your friend Donnie needs money, lots of it. So
I'm just gonna keep giving speeches in Texas about how much I love the economy. This is really simple.
I agree. Wait, are you support or opposing the economy?
Of course, I support the economy.
Alright, I give you a speech about how you support the economy.
Thank you, Donnie. Thank you.
My friend Bernie, he loves the economy. What a capitalist pig. I'm going to say that my friend Bernie Sanders supports reducing inflation, opposes abortion. What should I say about you?
It's so nice of you to offer to run my campaign for me. Look at that. Run enough speeches on how much you love the economy, and you too can turn Texas blue. Take notes, Democrats.
This game's not very realistic.
I may have run out of money. I may have had to have someone bail me out.
You ran out of money? Look at my friend Bernie here. Terrible at the economy. Disastrous. Sad. I have so much money. Bernie, he's broke. Go woke, go broke, folks. Nevada's red, folks.
Someone's taking a picture of me on the toilet, playing World of Warcraft. Oh no. My presidency might be over before it started.
Oh, you don't pay them?
I don't have the money to pay them off. I'm just gonna have to let them send the picture out to the public. Oh no. The whole country hates it.
Everything's red. I grew up in Minnesota. It hasn't turned blue since 1984. I support addressing climate change. It's very important.
And with that speech, Florida immediately stops being Republican.
We should change the climate. Not really.
I see Texas has turned even more blue than it was before.
How is Texas this so blue? I gotta give a speech. I oppose stopping illegal immigration.
Why did that work? Why did that? You could just say whatever the hell you want, huh?
I just tell it how it is. Let's hold another fundraiser. Oh my god. Let's hold another fundraiser. Oh my god.
You hold a fundraiser, and somehow that gives you everyone on your side, the whole state.
Deep red. Do you know the states that are important in this election in real life?
Not at all. No, not at all. Can you help me out? What's a swing state that gives you a lot of electoral votes?
A swing state that has a lot of electoral votes. Arizona. I hope you know where Arizona is.
Oh yeah, of course I know where. Oh, that's Utah, isn't it? Ah, shit. Oh no, I bet the crowd's gonna love this. No, I believe that we should absolutely raise the retirement age. Mostly just to piss off the crowd.
A really controversial opinion from Sanders. I've seen how the crowd feels. What's your opinion, Trump?
Hey, Donnie, what if you agree with me? That seems like it'd be really funny.
Support to extend sustainability of pension systems. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with my good friend here, Bernie. Adjusting the retirement age reflects current life expectancy trends, is vital for the system's longevity, and we can't fix this problem with immigration, folks. No way, no how. No immigrants.
Well, how come when you say it, they love you? This is some horseshit.
Because I'm a Republican. Republicans just get extra points for free. Do you support reducing government regulations to encourage business innovation and economic growth?
Moderator, that is actually the complete opposite of what socialism is.
Yes.
However, that being said, yes, absolutely, I hate regulations.
I'm gonna attack the opposition. I gotta attack the opposition. My opponent's resistance to regulatory reform stifles innovation and burns businesses with Wait, what?
What do you mean my resistance to unnecessary reform? Did you listen to what I said at all? My position on including gender and sex education in school curricula. You know what? Even as a joke, I can't say no on this one. Would they love it? This game is not.
Wow, they like that.
This game is not even kind of realistic. I'm pretty sure this debate was held in Florida. What is this bullshit? You could just show up at a state, and instantly everyone's like, well, okay, I guess I'm voting for Trump this election.
I think I lost all of my political capital because I gave a speech. I oppose stopping drug trafficking. Bernie Sanders opposes renewable energy. Socialists only like fossil fuels, folks. Look at Russia.
Do you really just win politics by going to take flights to places and then talking about how much you love the economy? I didn't know politics was so simple.
That's the only yeah. Lexus.
I can attend a pride parade. Well, I can't think of a better place to go with this than Florida.
I could really quickly put an ad here saying you oppose abortion. I may have said that I oppose abortion. I may have forgot to select you.
Look at that. 1 speech, 2 speech, 3 speeches about how much I love the economy, and Wisconsin goes from a neutral state to deep blue. It's that easy, folks.
And I oppose a ceasefire in Palestine. Democracy in the U.S. That's an issue in Michigan. I gotta say I oppose it. I oppose democracy in the U.S. No more elections. Too much work.
What kind of shoot yourself in the foot question is this? Do I like inflation or not? Well, yes, obviously, actually, I do love inflation. The crowd appears to be foaming at the mouth and about to charge the podiums. This is not looking good.
Absolutely.
You would choose the easy road. You know, you're not gonna say it how it is like I would.
I mean, you threw on purpose. Well, I'm scared of going to jail. I strongly oppose the tough on crime approach, advocating for more emphasis on prevention, rehabilitation, and addressing root causes of crime.
Have you maybe considered not listing all of the benefits of the policies in the same sentence where you're saying you're not interested in it? I'm sorry, is this question about whether or not you like racism? Who the fuck is gonna answer?
You know, I'm gonna select. Trump plays it safe? How do you make an attack ad saying your opponent supports democracy in the U.S.? Drain the swamp.
Let's see. I love the economy, and I love the economy, and Trump, he hates the economy. Oh, wow, just like that, huh? The whole state's mine now. Damn, this shit's easy.
This is the worst debate in the history of debates. The moderator was biased. The cameramen were biased.
Quite possibly the worst debate worldwide ever.
Worldwide and statewide. I have no chance of winning this. Senator Sanders supports a ceasefire in Palestine. Folks. Senator Sanders supports democracy in the U.S. I love law enforcement accountability. Oh, Minnesota. Oh yeah, I don't have a chance. The last thing I did was hold a fundraiser. Why? Yeah. Oh, Virginia is blue.
Not storming the Capitol this time, Donnie.
This game isn't realistic, but I win Michigan. That's a disaster for Dems. Come on, Red Minnesota. Flip them after 40 years.
Yeah, but I mean, you also did lose all of Texas and Florida.
Look, people masturbate over the idea of blue Texas every election season because it gets more and more demographically pro-Democrat. But Texas just doesn't let the brown people vote there, so... Trump defeated. Why isn't there a post-game DLC where I storm the Capitol?
Oh yeah, where you play Rebel Inc. after the game ends?
Trump failed to win. One of the factors in Trump's loss may have been that they used less political capital than Sanders. You got an endorsement. Trump spends more money than Sanders, but all their money couldn't buy the voters' approval. I'm so good at the economy. What are the actual numbers? You won the popular vote by like 17 million. It's just a part of the video. We have like a message.
Okay, so if Trump wins, obviously it's going to be bad, but it's not like he's going to get into power and immediately send, like, it's not going to immediately become the Nazi regime. All of the Project 2025 bullshit is completely radically unrealistic. He would need to have the House and the Senate on his side, and even then, he probably still couldn't do it, and there's no way he can do that in the first place.
It like the whole deport, like they talking about deporting every illegal immigrant with law enforcement, ICE, National Guard. They talk about deporting legal immigrants too, like the Haitians, and like it can't happen. Like I'll tell you, like they basically want to do the Holocaust, and like it's just like that would involve they what they want to do basically involves like it's really bad. Like, if, to do it, they'd have to send like the Gestapo door to door and look in your floorboards for either like immigrants or trans people. Like what they're talking about is just not is not realistic to happen. Like I know they get people are voting for them. It's just not remotely feasible. Like they're people work in government, have families, and you still need to rule the will of the people. Like there's only so much he can do before he gets shot with a heart attack gun. Like he'll do lots of bad things.
Yeah, the last time he was in power, he was way too busy like maintaining his image for him to actually like do anything, and I think it'll probably be mostly the same, if not even more so this time.
It was too incompetent to work. And this next attempt, if he wins, it will be more competent. It will be a more successful like fascism, but fascism like fizzles out in time, especially after it reaches the point where it becomes like fucking like stupid, which it has. It already has.
And especially in the US, where the democracy is specifically built to stop something like this from being able to happen. He only has power for 4 years, and even then, it's such a limited amount of power. He might claim that he'll do some heinous shit, but like realistically, he's not gonna even be able to.
They won't do it. They'll just say some stupid things. They'll like he's gonna do stupid shit. He said he's gonna make a department of government efficiency and put Elon Musk at the head of it. Like there's like he will not be a good president. All you need to think about is just like if you're in a red state and you're trans, maybe consider moving to a blue state because things could get a little bit worse for you for a while.
And even then, it getting a little worse for a while means like you might not be able to get some medications, not like the police are going to come to your door and shoot you. Now, I mean, obviously, it's not going to be all sunshines and rainbows if he's elected. The worst thing is probably like foreign policy, like Ukraine is fucked.
Oh yeah, the Ukrainians are fucked if he wins. Gaza and like he will do nothing to stop Netanyahu level Gaza or he's invading a whole another country now. Like things progressively get worse under Republicans and Democrats. The Republicans just let them get worse faster. When Trump was president, they were sanctuary cities and sanctuary states. Like there's still a level of federalism that like Oregon is going to keep protecting non-citizens and trans people. And there's very little Trump can do about that. And if he tries to like fucking invade Oregon because they're not following some sort of command by him, like that, it would be very unrealistic for any of that to work.
He could, theoretically, he could, like, declare martial law or some shit, but that would require the army to actually listen to him, and it would require a lot of people to actually listen to him, including the army, not to mention the enormous, public stink that it would make.
We're not downplaying how bad Republicans are. I like a lot of people in your audience, I imagine, are pretty young and they worry a lot. And they need to hear this. Like most of us in this country just go about our lives, try not to think about it, and they try not to talk about it. Even though the Republican rhetoric for like let's say trans people that just randomly out of nowhere is like basically like eliminationist. Like the average person, Republican or not, doesn't treat you that differently.
Yeah, and they very rarely actually get to that level. It's more like they think that you're delusional or something like that, and they want to quote unquote help you, not like kill you.
They're mistaken to be trans. Like there are people online who say the most heinous shit, but that's because they live in basements and don't touch grass. Like people don't care about politics in real life. Like and that's why Republicans focus on these stupid culture war issues. And it doesn't even like take over. Like if you're like work as a teacher or in at some government position, you're gonna get bothered and harassed a lot. You're gonna hear some shit about, oh, I don't want my kid learning that trans people exist. Well, like that's part of the job. Someone should leave a comment saying, you're so much funnier than that waste of space called Graham.
Don't actually be mean to Graham. I like him. It's I mean it's why he's here. You know, I think he's funny.
I voted for Hillary Clinton in this election. Just
Yes,
being
Hillary
super
Clinton,
clear.
you know, I think she's got a real chance to win this time.
It's her turn. All right. The last thing I want to talk about. I was listening to NPR on my way to work, and they do this thing where they were just talking to voters in Pennsylvania, and you know Pennsylvania is a swing state, very important in this election. And they talked to a woman who said, like, "Yeah, I voted for Kamala. I thought it was very important to vote." And like, you know, every like voter in Pennsylvania is important. And he says, you know, my neighbor never voted. And I convinced him to vote this time. And they talked to the neighbor, and he sounds like a 40 or 50-year-old man being like, "Yeah, I never voted, just never did." Which I love that part because this is like he didn't pretend that he had some principled position that prevented him from voting. He just never got around to it because people romanticize the idea like, oh yes, the undecided voter that can't decide between Kamala and Trump. What? This is such a hard decision for me.
Yeah, he was just lazy, which is the main source of people not voting.
Yeah, he was just lazy. He voted this time after his neighbor told him you should probably vote. They asked him who he voted for, and he said, "I voted for the lady."
See, the main takeaway from this is to peer pressure all your friends to go vote because that's the number one way to do it.
Peer pressure. Peer pressure your friends to vote.
Realistically, your vote probably won't change the presidency, but
On a local level, it matters. You gotta vote down the ballot. So if Trump wins, and if you're in a red state, just pretend to be like if you're trans, just pretend to be like a trans Trump supporter and be like, oh, you're one of the good ones.
yeah, that does unironically work because most of these people have never actually met a trans person before, and they just go based off what the big man on TV says. So they will just genuinely assume, oh, you're one of the good ones.
That it does work.
Anyway, closing statements. Go vote. There's only a couple days left.